What's up, guys? Bigger Stepdad here. This is a short, quick video about how to use our Factions plugin as well as some of the other essential plugin commands. Guys, if you're unfamiliar with the Bigger Stepdad community, hit some of the links down below. You can learn how to join our server and join this awesome community. So without further ado, here's the video. So with Factions, what you're going to do, you start off with /f help, all right? That's going to show everything you can do here. Alright, and this is our Factions plugin. The plugin itself is called Saber Factions. It's pretty good for what it is. I like it a lot more. So, you're going to do /f space create, then your faction name. So in this case, I'm going to do Step Family because that was my faction. So now we've created our faction here. You can see here on our scoreboard, it says Step Family, right? So that's our faction name, okay? You can do a description, you know, this is a family, right? Something silly like that. But so now you can easily go through this list right down here. So you can tag our faction name. If you want to invite people, all you got to do is /f space invite and then the person's name. Okay, and then it tells them you join by doing /f space join. Okay, so you're gonna move there. Now let's say you have a base you want to claim. Right, let's get on up here. Now this is our base, right? It does have claims here. Well, you want to claim the land so people who aren't in your faction can't break the land, right? That's a given, right? That's the whole point of factions. Well, what you have to do is it costs money to claim. And it also costs money to create factions. I might have changed that, I don't know. But it costs, starting out, it costs $30 per chunk. Keep in mind a chunk is 16 by 16. So, the first thing we're going to do is /f space bank and then D for deposit, all right? And then it shows up right there. And then you do the amount, so $131 for example. So I gave $131 to the faction, okay? Now if I want to check that, I can do /f space bank balance, BAL, or sorry, I'm clearly an idiot, B, not BAL, so balance is 131. If you wanted to withdraw money, you can do that. If you want to transfer to a different faction, you can do that. It's all listed out right here. You can withdraw, faction to faction, those are the main things you're going to do. Well, we're going to leave it deposited in there because we need to find the, we need to buy the claim. So what we're going to do, all we're going to do is /f space claim, right? And that claimed this chunk. You lost 30, so it cost $30. But now if we do /f space map, we're right there. That's our claim chunk, all right? You can see Step Family. Now it shows territory, Step Family, right? So /f space claim 2, that's a radius of 2. So I only was able to buy another piece of land. Now I can't afford the rest because it goes up by half every time, so you can't just claim everything. But now if we look, boom, we got right there. Now I lost some money. We're going to do F bank deposit, 300. Now F claim, now we can do a radius, and that's a block in every direction, right? So if we want to do 2 chunks in every direction, we'll do 2. And then see, it claimed all this. Now I can't afford the rest to claim the rest, so you're out of money. I'm going to leave it like that, though, because I don't really care right now. But you see, this is everything we claimed. It shows up on the map, right? So if we run out, and if we run far enough away, probably over here, now we're in the wilderness. See, it popped up, leaving Step Family, entering wilderness. Back in, we're back in the chunk, right? So, pretty cool. Now we're going to move on. Let's say there's ways you can ally, and there's ways you can enemy people. Now, we're not too worried about the enemy thing. There's not really raiding involved. But, for example, you can ally people. So all you do is F ally, and then the faction name. So the list of whoever's faction you're wanting to join or ally up with and team up with. Cool part about that is there's an ally chat. By doing F space chat, you get a faction only chat, and then you go back to public chat. So if you want to talk only to your faction, you can do that. If you want to talk to your alliance, you can do that. But we're going to keep it in public chat. Now, the big thing with this is F space perm, right? So this brings up a little GUI, and it gives, you have different members in your team. So you can have recruits, normals, moderators, and co-leaders. I'll go into that in a little bit. But you also have truce, allies, enemies, and neutrals. Now, the big one we're going to aim on is allies. Right here is a permission for everything they can do in your claim territory, right? And so you can go through and allow or deny everything. So if you want them to destroy and build in your land, to access to your chest, um, let's see, buttons, doors, levers. So you can go through and set that up, and then the people you ally will be able to join you. You can do the same with neutral, like people who aren't allied or enemies, because you can make enemies on here, and truces. You can do temporary truces. Now we're going to go back into the recruit, normal, and moderator and co-leader. Now there is a way where you can promote the player, and it puts them up in the ranks. So you can have a hierarchy set up where recruits can't build, they can build, can't destroy, they can't do this, can't do that, they can only do doors, stuff like that. You can do that. You have your normal members, they can do different things. You have your moderators, which your moderators can probably do more things than just your normal members can do, like kick people, invite people. Then you have your co-leader who can do everything, right? So when you can really narrow down and have a ranking system within your faction. Let's go through this. So moving on forward, we did the claim. To unclaim, all you do is type unclaim. You can kick people, you can mod them, you can make them co-leader, you can even make them leader. There are warps. We still are testing those, but you can do an F-set warp and put in the name, so like home. And then if I did F warp home, it'll teleport me to my faction home in 5 seconds. We're going to move. There we are. So we just warped to home. So you can do a faction home for all the faction members to use, or use it for any other things. Let's say a big one is upgrades. So this one's pretty cool. We're going to mess with it a little more. It looks like it didn't really do everything I wanted it to do. And I'm going to adjust these prices here in a little bit. But they're things your faction claims can do. Like warps, you can increase your faction warps. You can do more faction power, spawner chunk limits, reinforced armor. And I'm going to adjust those prices, but that's pretty cool. You can upgrade your faction. You can increase growth speed, spawn rates, damage, all that stuff. So that's a big one. Let's see. There is a TNT bank where you can put TNT in there. Don't know if we'll really use that much, but that's okay. There is an F chest. It's just one row. You can upgrade it, of course, where the faction-wide chest. There is an F vault. I think you have to pay for it or place it. I don't really know how that works. No, there's no really information on that, unfortunately. But those are the main things you need for this factions plugin. Of course, there's a bunch of other things, guys, I'm going to run through real quick just for our server while I'm doing this video for everybody. /AH is the auction. /AH. If you want to sell something on the auction, let's say I want to sell this golden apple. I'm in desperate need for money. The golden apple doesn't sell much in our in-game shop. But I want to do AH sell, I don't know, let's just put something ridiculous like $1,000. All right, you're going to get taxed 5%. We're going to click that green. Apparently, I don't have enough money to pay the taxes. But if you have the money, that's how you do it. Guys, there's also /shop, where you can go through our shop and buy things. There's /SG, and then you can put stuff in there and it'll sell. So if I want to sell the golden apple, I can put it in there. Of course, guys, there's simple commands like set home. All right, if you need to set your home, there's /home. If you want to privately message someone, /message. Then you can just message. I think this messages everybody. Boom. I just sent it to everybody. Hello, everybody. So that's pretty exciting. That's the main things, guys. If there are any questions, all you got to do is shoot a message in the Discord. Shoot a message to one of the mods or one of the regular players, and we will do our best to get you an answer. So thank y'all for watching, and I hope this helps y'all out.